they're complaining that the horn button doesn't work very well. On this one, we have to change the foot pedal. Yo, it's your boy Elmer. Welcome back to another Day Another Dollar podcast. Just kidding, this is the forklift guy. And today we got a great day for you. Lots of repairs, lots of maintenance, so stick around. But first, we're going to do a maintenance on the old girl here. We got some Rotella T6 and some Motorcraft oil filter. Always run Motorcraft. But let's do an oil change real quick. I usually do this every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. I never wait to 10,000 miles. And then every other oil change, I do the fuel filter in the bottom and then the fuel filter up front in the engine bay. So let's get to it. We're going to go eat some breakfast. And we have an hour and a half drive. So let's go. I like my coffee. Nice and black. Out of here, boys. Grab on spurs. All right, so we're at the customer location to start the day, pretty much. This one's got a few things. It's gonna need coils. Like pretty much all coils and plugs. It's misfiring. You'll hear it right now. It's got a check engine. You'll hear it. It like takes forever to rev up. I know it's misfiring on one because that's when I came to check it out last week. It was misfiring. Do a PM on this, and then we've probably got like 4 or 5 PMs to do. 4 or 5 machines to look at. We got a new seat going on a different machine, bunch of stuff, so stick around. We'll do one at a time, and then I think there's an electric one as well that we got to do, so follow along. So I'm gonna remove this. Well, I gotta replace this air filter anyways, but you can see how dusty this is. I'm gonna remove the 4 coils that are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove this air hose real quick, intake hose, and then replace all 4 of them. This is probably super common on these Hyundais, and if you are gonna replace them, make sure you replace them with genuine Hyundai parts. There's the part number for the coils, ignition coil. The reason you want to do that is because the aftermarkets, aftermarkets don't last long at all. And Hyundais and Kias, pretty much the same suppliers for parts. Even like the cars and stuff, you only use OEM parts. Bam, baby. Denso, Kia. So I already know it's cylinder 3, not 3. Yeah, cylinder 3. So I'll just replace that one real quick. I've already replaced the four spark plugs, I think. Maybe not. I'm gonna replace the spark plugs, replace the coils, but I'm gonna just do number 3 real quick so you guys can see the difference of it firing good, working good, and earlier when it wasn't working good. Me putting this in right here.
Go for it.
Alright, let's try it out real quick. See if it runs good. The check engine light went away. Purrs like a kitten. Either way, I'm gonna replace all 4 of them. Alright, so we put the new ignition coil in, and for those wondering how an ignition coil works, or maybe you've never seen one, how it works, you can even see like it's got green build up in here, corrosion.
The old one, right?
Yeah, the old one. So basically, this is basically like a little transformer for your vehicle equipment, whatever. If it's a gas powered engine, obviously diesel engines don't use coils because they don't have spark plugs. But anyways, you take 12 volts from your battery, and this transforms it into thousands of volts, right? And that goes into your spark plug. Your spark plug shoots that into the combustion chamber, and then kaboom, goes the ignition.
Literally.
So yeah, that's kind of how this works. In the old styles, like there's like older forklifts, like Toyota still run on distributors. Well, actually, like the newer ones, they don't have distributors anymore. They have coil-on-plugs because of the system. But yeah, so distributor style, it works basically the same way, except you have an ignition coil outside of this, right? You have an ignition coil out here. That's your basically transformer. It takes the 12 volts, transforms it into like thousands of volts. That goes into a pickup coil that's inside the distributor. Okay, and then this rotates in here. As you're cranking, or as the engine is turning, this is turning as well, timed with the engine. And as it passes through these points in here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Passes through these points, that sends those thousands of volts through here, and then that goes to each specific spark plug. So that's rotating every time, sending those coils. This is a very old way of doing things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad way, but because of all the emissions regulations now and all that BS, they've moved away from this and gone to direct injection. Well, that's not direct injection, but yeah, you kind of understand. Direct injection is more for like the fuel, but yeah, it's actually, I don't know. I don't really know I'm not an engineer. I don't really know that much when it comes to like fuel economy and all that stuff for a car. For a propane forklift is a little bit different, but yeah, that's kind of the two systems in a nutshell. All right, so here's a side by side of an old, this one, and there's a brand new one on the left. You can zoom into where the point is, the little pointing thing. So the point on this one is pretty worn down compared to this one.
Yeah, it is.
So this is OEM NGK double arenium. I'm gonna turn it on real quick and see how it runs with 4 new coils, 4 new spark plugs. See what's up, see what's up. Hey, I like that. See what's up, see what's up. So I've got a squeaky belt somewhere. Might be a little loose. Or a pulley or something, I don't know. Alright, let's change the oil on this puppy, change the oil filter, dust it off, and on to the next one, cuz. See if this oil filter wants to come out too. Dang, that thing's dirty.
Yeah.
Nothing but maintenance, baby. Starting with the truck, ending with lift trucks. You know, I used to really hate having to do like PM stuff.
PM?
Yeah.
And now?
Changing filters and oil and stuff.
And now?
Now I mean, obviously it's just monotonous work, but it's like very chill work sometimes. Sometimes it's good to have a little break on big jobs and just do maintenance and, you know, the little things.
Like a reset.
Yeah. Gets your mind a little, you know, it's kind of like brainless work sometimes. Obviously, you it's not that you're not thinking, but you're...
Done it over 200 times, so...
Yeah, your mind's kind of like on autopilot.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice sometimes. Very nice. How much? All right, so this is one down, 3 or 4 more to go. Maybe 3. I don't know. We may not do them all today. We might do a couple more later on this week. But yeah, checked all the lights. Make sure that everything works. Everything works. Let's move on. All right, so we're on the second one here. They're complaining that the horn button doesn't work very well, or like intermittently doesn't work, which it is kind of broken a little bit. So might just end up ordering a new one. And then it's got a latch in the back that's missing, I think. So we gotta fix that. And then there's one right behind us that apparently is leaking from a side shifter hose. So we gotta take care of all that, do a PM on this one. And then we have an electric one here to look at as well. And then we gotta go to the other plant and look and do one more PM. It's already 3 o'clock, so we gotta hurry up, cause oh, it's got no safety net on it. Whatever. I'll just put one on the end. So this is the coolant reservoir tank, and look at that. It got burnt. It came off the bracket and it got burnt on the exhaust manifold. So here's the new one. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Always something. There's always something. Always something with these machines. They can never stay not broken. Just cool. It's cool, I guess. What's it saying? You like that? Alright, this is number 2 done, out of the way. I feel like all these machines, whenever I have to do a maintenance on them, they have like 11,000 things wrong with them. Whether it's grease fittings, reservoir tanks being blown out, hoses, who knows. Anyways, on to the next one, boys. All right, so this is the 4th and final machine. We did one inside over there, but I couldn't show you guys because 1, we can't film inside the warehouse, and 2, it was messing with the settings in a Toyota electric forklift. On this one, we have to change the foot pedal because it's severely worn down and it's got a check engine light. I might just plug in the computer and just show you guys what kind of codes it has. And then we have to do a maintenance real quick. This back here is also broken. This like panel back here, and then this seat is like completely torn off on this side. So I got a new seat back there to put on there. Let's do that real quick. It's 6 o'clock at night. It gets super dark now. I hate it. I was gonna say another word, which sucks. So we're gonna get this done super quickly. Go and get some dinner and head home. We got about an hour and a half home. So, hey, cue the music. Look at that. So it's supposed to be like that, and it's like this. So this is basically done. Remove those two bolts, pop it out, put the new one in. Super easy, guys. See, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's got to read a certain voltage at neutral, and it's like completely thrown off. So we'll plug the computer in so I can show you guys what the code is. Lift with your back. Pretty sure it's gonna hurt you. Yeah. It's like opening a Christmas gift. All right, ready? All right, everybody. That's the end of the video. We put the new seat in. It took a little while just because we had to move some of the mounting brackets to this one, and then the seat switch as well. It didn't come with the seat switch. Anyways, seat is on. PM is done. Check engine light is gone. Accelerator pedal is replaced, so no more issues. We have a cover to put back here, which they have, but it's locked now. So I'll just come back next week. I have one more machine to finish here. It is 7:47 at night. We gotta go eat something. Please like, subscribe to this video. If you have any suggestions or anything I did wrong, hope you learned something. God bless. If I don't see you guys, Merry Christmas. Spend time with your family. God bless. Love you. Bye.